Hello and
Professional
welcome,
stream.
everyone. Shut up, Mad. You say this after I unmute everything and I'm about to welcome everyone. Fuck you. Ah, yeah. Welcome, everyone. This is going to be really the only time I actually talk to stream directly. We are playing D&D 5th Edition. The game that I am running is, the world is called The Realm Walkers. Uh, some people are running late. Some people may not be here today. We're not exactly sure. Still trying to figure all that out. Not everyone is signed in to Roll20 yet. But yeah, so we will not be talking to stream today. Will be a short stream as well. Uh, yeah. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started and go into the recap of last session by what the best we can remember because it's been so fucking long. All right. So you all had just discussed with the oh shit, what did I call him? And I don't have my notes because all that's in packed
The
up.
dragon guy, or the head, or the mage.
The head mage. I forget what I called him. Wasn't he the grandmaster or something like that?
I don't know.
I don't know. Oh, the head mage of the Mage Association. You were discussing with him in a very locked up and private uh, library. It is the bottom floor of their entire tower and basement. They let you in, and in looking around, you guys notice that a book was stolen. Uh, wasn't there a fight last time?
Nope.
Nope.
There's a lot of dialogue between the avatar of the what was he called?
Yeah.
King.
Oh yeah, King showed up. Yeah, that was a thing that
King.
happened.
Him and the violinist that Durkin kept chasing around. Or
Yeah.
whoever.
Yep.
That was.
Wow, it has been so long that I'm still trying to remember half the shit.
I gotta find the correct binder.
All sounded like Greek to me.
Y'all were taking notes?
Mad doesn't take notes. He never has, never will.
But see, the thing is, I actually did take notes explicitly because, like, yeah, this might be the last game we have in a while, and I have no idea where it is.
See, if I take notes, I lose them, and if I don't take notes, I don't remember what goes on anyway. So kind of either way, I lose.
Fair enough. And I will be working on getting the old videos up. Was running into some issues before when I was at my old house, but here I think the internet will be a little bit more stable. So I should be able to get those up slowly, probably one every couple days.
Yeah. By the way, I think it's really funny. You say you're moving to up north towards the end of the year, and it's like I just moved down south from up north. What
I
the
know.
hell, man?
I got offered a really good job while I was on vacation. And I will tell you more after stream because some of it could get me in trouble with stream with all that shit because all their rules.
It's all good.
But yeah. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started. You are now still in the library, about to leave. Vera is with you. The head mage has already left. And right now you just have some other Mage Association people walking around trying to make sure nothing else has been taken or is messed up and checking on the different security stuff that they have and all that. You
Vink
have
would like to try. Sorry, go ahead.
go on.
Vink would like to try and catch the attention of the head mage before he wanders off elsewhere.
Okay. You catch his attention and he turns around and looks at you.
Vinnick walks up to him and presents his hammer, noting the inscription along the handle saying, "I need a favor from you."
He looks at it and looks at you.
This thing has been. It started as an idle curiosity sort of thing. It's a magic hammer, it can shoot fire, but I was just informed recently that according to Azure Raven, this thing is going to turn against me someday, and I figured it was high time I try and get to the bottom about what exactly this is and where it comes from. I didn't know if he could help me in any way or not.
He looks at the hammer, looks at you. She told you that, did she? Interesting. And he just puts his hand on it and he casts a spell. Both the spell and the hammer glow bright white and then go to a pitch black light.
Well then.
Interesting. Well, she's not wrong. But if you come back in a couple days, I might have something that can help you with that. We will have to get it prepared.
All right. Can you give me an estimate? A week, maybe?
A week should do it.
Minik nods and takes the hammer back and holsters it.
And to arrive, Vera, can he use your teleportation circle? Of course.
Thank you.
So you now will be coming back in a week to pick up an item.
All right. All right, that's all I wanted.
Now, he heads up. You guys have not free reign of this room, but you guys now get to decide what you do.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember what's happening.
The book was. Do we remember what the book that was stolen? Do we remember what it was about? What was in that book?
You were never told. It was
Oh.
one of the books they were not able to figure out.
Oh, it was one of those. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's something that was briefly mentioned. I think I'm probably gonna completely bullocks this up.
Probably.
Give me the second. I think it was Devin that was the one that could actually read the book on how to deal with the planeswalkers. I think.
What languages do you know, Devin?
I vaguely remember being able to read a book about planeswalkers.
No, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was Devin. What languages do you know, Devin?
Nothing special, other than Thieves' Cant. I mean, just Common and Elvish.
Oh, I remember how it worked. Yeah, no. Yeah. So yeah, you guys were able to read that book. Well, you guys were able to take it with you, if I remember correctly.
And oh yeah, that's right. Because at one point Gherkin somehow got his hand on the book and like kept trying to approach me with it to try and push me across the room.
Yep.
Yeah. That is something Gherkin did try to do. Now that I think
Yep.
about it, because that is Gherkin through and through.
It's like ooh. It's like ooh, I could do this now. It's like no, you will not.
So, what do you guys decide to do now?
Well, if King was after this book, we need to make it a priority to try and get it back then. Oh, hello. I heard someone.
It's me. I'm just not able to actually join in because I have to get ready for work.
All good.
E. Does anyone have it? So, the book should probably be our top priority, either figuring out what it is or where it is. Come to mind in terms of objectives.
How do we even start figuring out what it is if they couldn't even read it?
Did anybody even like try and copy it?
The Mage Association member that's with you, who is the guy that's been with you this entire time, the guy who almost fucked up, might I
Oh
add.
yeah, that's right. That's
Oh, he's
right.
talking about
Him.
the dude that peed on himself. Yeah, I remember that. I don't remember much, but I remember dude shitting himself. That was great.
Oh, that's good. That's all
If you
good.
fail, we're probably all going to die.
And he just tried to run away. That shit was great. Oh yeah, because I was the only one that survived. Yeah. Everybody else passed out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's
That
not like
did
I got
happen.
flung through a bookshelf again.
I had 1 health. That was great.
Yeah.
Okay. Things are coming back slowly.
So yeah, he's the one who's with you, and he wait, what was asked? I got rabbit trailed there hardcore.
I
Uh,
asked. It was kind of more thinking out loud, but did nobody like try and make a copy of it, like even just transcribe it word for word?
even just symbols, even if they didn't understand what the writing was.
Because if I distinctly remember, most of the mages were basically prohibited from taking books out of this room. Because that's why they're here, because they're basically forbidden, quote unquote, texts.
He looks to you and well, by what I've been told, most of the books here are. How do I put this? Except for the people that can read them, their symbols change, even on the same page in the same location. They start changing and will become different letters and different things of different languages, except for the ones who can read them by what we've figured out for the few that have been read.
Hmm.
So
Well,
copying what it says at one moment wouldn't help the next.
That's not convenient at all.
But it could at least give us an idea as to what we're looking for, even script or language wise.
Maybe pictures? Don't judge me. But if the book casing and has some sort of picture on it, we can go off of that.
Unfortunately, we never copied down pictures because there was no point because we couldn't copy the rest of the book. If there were any.
I don't think pictures would be a very good cover for forbidden knowledge in any kind. If you did any kind of picture, it would probably just be a misdirection anyways. Like hide secrets of the universe in a book with symbols of bunnies on it.
I mean, if it's unreadable, there's no point in doing that. I don't know how to help you if we're not given anything here.
And then there's the other problem that we also discovered. The fact that apparently this isn't the first plane they've been active on.
What, you mean King or?
The organization as a whole, yes.
Oh, right, the Cult of the Rising Sun.
And to clarify, they are two separate things you're going up against right now.
Oh, okay. My bad.
They are not combined.
Ew. So I'm
Oh.
the dum-dum.
Did we establish? I can't remember if we established what the cult was up to, like what their goal was.
Besides being a cult?
You never figured out exactly what they're after yet.
Hmm.
You had some vague ideas, but nothing was certain yet.
On the one hand, we have a cult old enough to try and attack the Adventurers Guild, and on the other hand, we have a dormant deity of sorts trying to break out.
And somebody who was capable of, even through what was effectively an illusion, capable of suppressing Vera's powers.
I forgot about that. We need to pick a lead and follow it then, I think.
Do we even have a lead?
We have strings.
I think in order to have a lead, we need to figure out which one's the most dangerous.
Shayara goes up to Binks and just sits down next to him.
He snuggles you.
Well, from what we've gathered, we know that they're trying to resurrect this ancient being, for lack of any better description. What all would they need to do that, Vera?
Multiple things that are very hard to get their hands on.
Well, they've already gotten one of those things that's supposedly difficult, borderline impossible to get their hands on.
This is true. Not knowing the exact ritual that they would use to awaken him, I can only guess. But I can guarantee you one of the items they're going to need are what we have in our possession right now.
Say that again? What?
One of the items they're going to need, no matter what ritual they decide to use, we have the items that they're going to need. At least one of them.
We have one of the items.
Yes, the soul stones that
right,
you guys
those.
collected. Yes,
Okay.
those are
So-
definitely going to be needed to bring something as powerful as King back.
Alright, it's all coming back to me now.
Well, something like that you'd probably need. I just completely lost my train of thought.
Good job.
like it was there, and then it's suddenly no train. Trying to think. Would you allow me to make an Arcana check to see if I could actually, throughout the travels that I've had, see if I could come up with at least a semblance of an idea for like a ritual that could be used to bring something like that back?
You can certainly try.
Okay, Mr. Mercer.
Yep, I said that to fuck with you. And don't insult Matt that way. I'm not that good. Wow.
Yeah, speaking of not that good.
Wow. You rolled a fucking 2, dude.
I know, not a 1.
It's close enough, though, that you're getting almost as bad information.
At least it's not misinformation.
Okay.
Within the travels you have done, and within the people you have spoken to in the past, you have heard of rituals that can not resurrect, because resurrection is semi-common in this world due to clerics and all that. But he has been put to sleep. So it is how do I put this? The rituals are going to be highly expensive, take a long fucking time, and are not always ones that can be completed. They do have a high chance of failure. And that's all you're getting with an 8. No, I will give you one more thing. The one that talked to you and Lekka during your time somewhere else
Yeah.
might
good.
be able to help.
That was actually going to be more or less my next train of thought here. I'd have to go track him down, and while I'm tracking him down, see if we could also simultaneously figure out the cult of the Rising Sun and figure out how to deal with them. Namely, would we be able to figure out somebody else that has dealt with, and or forcibly removed them from a plane against their will. Oh, there it is. Did you hear that?
I heard a what?
Oh, what I said.
Yeah.
You just got quiet. You were just really quiet there for a second.
Sorry, I was responding to a message in chat for a second.
Okay, gotcha.
But I mean, you can still technically communicate with him. It's just if he will respond or not. I think I answered your question.
Yes.
So yeah, you still have a way to communicate with him, but him responding is iffy because,
Questionable.
well, him.
While you're all talking, you just see me like.
And
like,
Gherkin's over there with
falling
her.
asleep on me.
Gherkin's
Yeah,
over
me
there
and
asleep
Gherkin are
too.
just sleep. All in a cuddle. We're in a cuddle pile. Just
Yep.
excuse us.
Cuddle puddle.
You're
Yeah.
cuddling with a turtle?
And
Of
her
course.
panther.
Yeah. Don't
A,
forget Binks.
sleep-
Zachary Binks.
a sleeping turtle is a good turtle.
Sleeping turtle doesn't get in trouble.
Exactly.
Zach. He doesn't, in a solid bubble, doesn't come barreling down, almost killing you. When you had like a third of health left, smashed against everybody. No.
This sounds like you have personal experience with this. What?
And the best part is, it's just like, oh, it's you know, my senses are taking. I should take a step back here. Why? I don't know. It feels appropriate. Turtle comes charging through. Oh, that's why.
I was pinned behind everybody.
Yeah, because if I remember
To
correctly,
feel at just the right moment.
if I remember correctly, Gherkin ran into Lekka, and then ran into you,
Yep,
and then you hit the shield.
I hit the wall,
Very,
and I
very
almost
violently.
died.
I think that wasn't that when Devin was able to sidestep everything and just watch it all happen?
Devin and Ave both.
Devin and Ave both.
I couldn't go anywhere because I was surrounded by bullshit.
And you rolled shit for your roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rogue dodged because rogue shenanigans. Ave dodged because mage shenanigans.
The ranger and the cleric got fucked by the barbarian.
Okay,
Gherkin
so
came through like, oh my womo,
so this book, is it connected to ritual? Could it be a ritualistic book? Could that be the forbidden magic that we're not sure of what it is? Reason why it changes because it's some sort of ritual.
It is very, very likely at this point that that's what it is.
All right, gravy train.
Where would this ritual have to take place? Is like the body of King physically buried beneath the world tree, or is there some weird cosmology going on?
A little of A, a little of B.
I don't like that at all.
Well, yeah, that was the train of thought. There we go.
Could we possibly do a process of elimination if you know most of the rituals? We can go through these books here and figure out which ritual is still here.
Except I can't read these books.
Vera walks over and just floats down with her own power and just
Let's say-
touches one of the books. And it shocks her.
Like physically shocks her?
Yes, like you see lightning physically attack her hand where she tried to touch the book.
Is it because she's a beast demon?
And she floats back up to you. They don't allow the gods to read these types of books.
What about the common folk? Vivek sort of wanders over to the edge of the pit.
The two Mage Association people near you are watching you carefully But you grab one of the
Okay.
books. You grab it. Do you open it up?
What does it look like? Do I have it in my hand?
Roll me a D100.
Oh boy,
Jesus.
here we go.
Jesus.
Okay, how do I do that?
If in D&D Beyond there is a little dice symbol in your hotbar toolbar on the top left. One, if you just hover over it, it will give you all options of dice.
That's bottom.
Why am I not seeing it?
Try the
Isn't
bottom
it? Isn't it /roll 1d100?
Or you can do /R space 1D100.
Space 1D100. There you go.
40. Okay. The book
Am
you
I gonna
grab.
attempt this?
The book you grab. It was to pick which book you grabbed, because you grabbed randomly. But there are 100 books on that shelf alone.
Okay.
That's gross.
The book you pick up is a large black leather cover book.
You like them big and black, huh?
It has red writing that you cannot read,
Okay.
and it also has a glass eye that every once in a while looks like it looks around.
Ew.
What is that? What are those? Ooh, that thing has numbers on it.
corner.
Sorry. I'm not sorry.
Slash ban mad. What?
Okay. Okay, so Vinnick looks at the two mages right here, and he's like, "Would it be a very bad idea if I tried to open this thing?"
The last 3 people that tried to open that particular book, it ate their hand. And
Don't
as they
open that
say
book.
that, you see along the edges where you would normally open the book, teeth pop out and kind of grin.
You know,
Okay, I'm putting this back. Never mind. Good,
I've
good
heard-
book, nice book. Okay.
I've heard the saying of chewing through books, but that's something different.
So, Shayara and Binks walk up to the edge,
You would be there. Okay.
and I have
Stop
Binks
it.
kind of. Binks, which book should we go? And Binks kind of comes over here.
What is investigation based off of? I forget its main stat.
Intelligence.
Wisdom?
It's wisdom?
Intelligence.
Oh, intelligence. Okay. Give me a straight intelligence roll for him.
For
Binks.
How do I roll for Binks?
If you click on it under his sheet, it will roll for him.
What?
Under your extras section on D&D Beyond, you should see Binks under there.
Yeah, I'm clicking intelligence, but it's not doing anything.
Let me just pull it up then.
Like, he has stats, but they're not.
Give me a physical roll then, and just add his modifier.
Which is -4. Alright. Gravy.
You do get advantage because of his sense of smell.
Okay. Better. Okay. -4, 15.
Okay. He sniffs around for a minute and then just looks at a book. Just kind of like he's pointing with his nose and tapping it for you to come get it.
Okay, I picked that book.
Okay. Roll me a d4.
A
Uh-oh.
D. Oh, give me that triangle. Give me a second.
Goodbye,
have
you're
it.
about to get teleported.
2.
2. Okay. The book that you think he's pointing to, because larger snout and they're smaller books, which is why 4. There were 4 books right there that he could have been pointing to. You said 2?
Mm-hmm.
You pick up a very small. Looks like it only has 20 pages in it total.
That kind of book.
Leaflet type of book. It is paper cover, paperback, and just bound with string. It has a teal, gold, and white cover, and nothing written on it makes sense. Actually, what languages do you speak? Before I say that for a fact.
Common, Draconic, Dwarvish, and Elvish.
Yeah, no. But there is one line that's not changing its shape every so often.
It's not changing?
There's one line that's not. The rest is. But you cannot read it. It is not a language you can understand.
Vera?
Yes?
I might have a little thing here. I think Binks. This line right here, and I point to the line in the book. It doesn't change, unlike the rest of these books where the lines change.
Interesting. That's in Celestial.
What?
What does it say?
Well, basically it says, for the reader, be prepared. And then it goes into changing text.
I don't like that.
But the fact
Is
that
it changing for? Is it changing for me too, or is it just changing for Vera?
that one line is not changing, but every other letter you see on the cover is changing.
For the reader.
Anybody else want to come take a look at this since it's been pointed out?
Well, I can't read Celestial, so... Oh, wait! Oh, this is a horrible idea.
Could Lekka read Celestial? No, I'm
I
just
almost
saying because Reed maybe be able to.
I'm looking.
RP that
I almost
character.
forgot. I have comprehend languages.
I was about to say, couldn't you just know them all?
I comprehend them. I do not understand them. I do not know them.
But between you and Vera, we could really get a system going here.
Yeah, because comprehend, you understand what it means, right?
Lekka, would you like to read the book and see if you can?
I think they're muted.
I know.
They're getting ready for works. Oh,
Wow. This whole entire time, I haven't really been able to hear you guys, and the one time I'm able to is when I'm being called for.
Ah, wonderful.
Sounds about right.
Binks pointed out to a couple books. Ratio picked it up.
Nope.
Called Vera over. Vera read one line as the rest are all changing. And she said in Celestial, it says, to the reader, beware.
I'm trying to remember if I actually know Celestial.
You do not. I just looked it up.
Yeah, I don't know Celestial. I have Common, Draconic, Dwarvish, Elvish, and Orc, but not Celestial.
But you guys could always take a look. And I need each of you who is going to take a look, roll me a d8, please. So
Me
I need...
too?
Yes.
I'll give it a shot. I'll use comprehend languages to do so. I'm feeling brave.
Okay.
Oh boy.
And if you
Would you
roll the number as that somebody else has already rolled, please re-roll it.
dang it. Okay.
So we have a 2 from Devin, unless Ratio rolled first, because she would have actually been the first one to pick up the book. What was your roll?
I manually rolled a 2.
Okay, so then Devin,
But
please
I'll
re-roll.
re-roll in D thingy.
You were the first one to roll it, so... What is with everyone getting a fucking 2?
All
There
the
we go.
twos.
So... 7, a 3, and a 4.
Would you like me to link comprehend for you? Read.
It takes a minute to read each page, correct?
Yes. So, and it lasts 10 minutes. Or, sorry, it lasts an hour.
Got it.
Casting
Lekka, just
time, one action plus 10 minutes.
to catch you up, Lekka, we kind of just all come together and accepted that Gherkin is just asleep.
Okay.
the
Nor can you
safe,
sleep.
the safe way. You know, I'd like to not
Yeah.
be pinned this time.
We're not gonna get attacked. Good.
Exactly.
Lecker remembers.
Oh yeah.
So 7, 3, 4.
To be fair, Lekka was smashed between the both of us.
Yeah, but she had a cushion when she hit the wall.
Yes, and I didn't. I remember. Smacked
the-
my noodle.
You were the cushion.
Yeah.
I mean, if somebody is willing to roll for me, I can take a look, see if maybe there's another language on it that is legible.
I can do it.
Okay. Are you able to for her? Oh, you're just rolling a d4 right now. Oh,
Oh,
8.
D4 or D8?
D8. D8. I said that wrong. I'm an idiot.
Okay, I'm rolling a D8 for Lekka.
Reroll because you had a 3.
Yep. go.
Minnick already had a 3, so I think you have to re-roll.
Yep.
Yep, just said that.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
1,
Okay, it's all good.
8. There we go.
So there's a new number. So
2, 3, 4, 7.
ratio or
Yeah.
Shayara, what languages do you know?
Common, Draconic, Dwarvish, Elvish.
So anybody who can read Draconic also reads on another part of the on the same page but a different part. Trying to make sure I get the right part of the page.
I mean, you could just tell us the whole page if you want.
No, not just yet. But somebody is going to actually be able to read it all.
The calamity himself.
Nope.
I don't know what paper it was that was.
So, in Draconic it says
No, it's that paper
it
all
says
over there.
actually about 2 lines after this line of Celestial that's not changing.
The reader beware, or something like that.
That was in Celestial. About 2 lines
Yeah.
later in Draconic it says rituals and sacrifices.
Guys!
There are 2 lines
I'm
in
actually
between though.
kinda sad about
Guys! And I point to Vera. I'm like, look!
That part's changing for me.
What? It says rituals and sacrifices. You can read
Interesting.
that, right?
I see changing letters.
Why can I read that?
Ave. The only language that you can read is the line of Celestial. You do not see the Draconic lettering that she's talking about.
Even while using comprehend languages?
Because for you, that part of it is changing.
Ew.
Alright.
Do I, and that's the only thing I see?
You see changing letters except for the one line of Celestial. Divin and Vinnick. You guys, unless you can speak Celestial, you see one line that's in a language you don't understand, or if you do understand Celestial, you read the one line. But neither of you see anything else.
Just common and Elvish for me.
Yep.
A lot of Elvish
Lekka, on the other hand, Lekka, when you walk up to the book, you actually see the entire book in common.
Excuse me, what?
Ruh-roh.
You rolled the number.
Oh, sweet!
So you're the one who can actually read this entire book.
What'd you say? Sorry, I just got back.
Lekka is able to read the entire book in common.
Continue going and going and going.
Oh wow.
Like, I'm gonna read it out loud.
So it starts off. Having to recall from memory here.
You're fine.
The book, more or less, is actually a book. The line that's about readers beware. It is just talking about how anybody who is faint of heart, all the basic common bullshit that you see on certain games and certain things. It's, oh, beware of this, beware of gore, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, like
those that
Goosebumps.
are
Readers,
easily
beware!
disturbed.
You're in for a scare.
Pretty much.
So it's just essentially a forewarning
Yep.
of what is in the book. That's hilarious.
Yes. And then the
Read
part
it.
where it started in Draconic that Shayara could read, this book is about how to fight most rituals and sacrifices.
Huh.
That's
After I
useful.
hear that, I kind of go into my satchel and I get a giant piece of chicken and I throw it to Binks.
Pink just catches it midair and just lays down and is chewing on it.
Proud of you, buddy.
He's very happy right now. Doesn't give you acknowledgement at all because he's like food.
Oh no, yeah.
I like how I rolled the magic number.
Yeah, I was
did
rolling
warn you.
until somebody who actually got a number, and if you had not rolled, it would have actually been Shayara.
Aw,
Oh.
I could have been the chosen one.
But your number had come up first, but you hadn't rolled yet, so I went back to the number that came up first when I was rolling.
And thank you for rolling for me.
You're welcome. So we
Okay,
have a
so that's
book.
actually quite useful, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I look to Vera and I go, why can't you read this?
You asked Vera that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, due to the fact that there are spells on it that prevent most people from reading it. Most of
But-
these books have some kind of spell like that that can even affect the gods.
So what is it about me and Lekka that lets us read it? Lekka could read the whole dang thing. Is it because she's not from here?
Well, if that was the case, I'd be able to read it too.
Oh, well, fuck off. you
And actually,
sick.
she is from here. This is where she got her power.
Well, did I know that? I knew she took a trip somewhere else, but did I know that she's from here?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what my character knows. I didn't take notes, or at least I can't find my notes.
No notes, no nose.
Yeah, no, she was from here. And you
Okay.
did know that. The only one who you learned that wasn't was Ave.
I'm from here. I'm just now able to go to other places.
So,
Yep.
the
Why-
question of being from here being why they can read, or not from here being why they can read.
Is it because we
no,
both know Draconic?
Bueno.
Are these books intelligent in some way or something?
Who are you
all I
asking?
gotta-
Just the group in general,
Listen,
I mean, like,
If-
including the mages.
well, Binks picked it out, so I mean, I don't know.
Obviously, one of them has enough sense to bite people.
Well, Binks smelled the book, so what does that have to do with it?
It's possible that Binks is able to see through the spell itself because of, quote unquote, not human level intelligence.
Well,
there's no reason to hide secrets from an animal because an animal can't
All
tell
right.
a human the secrets.
hold on. Everyone brace themselves. Hey, Gherkin.
Oh no.
Wait, what?
Brace yourself. I wonder. He's fast asleep. I wonder if he could read.
Except he can speak.
I mean, yeah, but Binks understands me, and kind of we have some level of communication as well, though it's not through speech. But that doesn't bring to the fact that you can read the whole thing. It's not. Binks isn't even like attached. Well, no, Binks really does like you, so that's not fair. No, Binks really does like you.
I know.
My only thought might be, with any kind of code, depending on what the cipher is, that could be why certain people can understand and certain can't. I mean, I had one book and you have this. They have this book.
By the way, Lekka, can you translate this for the rest of us so we can? Because I think this is a book we're definitely gonna need. I don't know if they'll let us take it.
Your guide says I can go ask the Grand Master if need be.
Ave takes it planeswalks. You never see it from him again.
You do realize that the Mage Association has planeswalkers that work for them, right?
You did not mention that.
Oh, wait. Whoops.
I think
Is that something we should forget?
I think Reed just revealed something he didn't mean to.
No, I did. But that's not in character, so your character doesn't know that.
This is complete bullshit.
Or am I just fucking with you is the other question.
With you, both are equally likely.
Exactly.
Okay. What are our next steps? Because we have a book to go against rituals, but that doesn't help us with the fact that we don't know what we're going up against anyway.
The next turns to Vera and asks, when the cult of the Rising Sun first attacked Remington, where did they come from? Did they teleport in? Did they approach from a certain direction?
All we know is they were coming in both sides by the time we noticed them. And last I had heard from anybody, no spells had been registered for teleporting in that they could find afterwards. So we're not exactly sure.
I smell bullshit.
Do you insight check her?
Sneezing. I'm allergic to bullshit.
Moles, do you insight check her? I will roll it for you right now.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Oh. Okay. Just making sure. But no, out of character, you guys, out of character, it's, they use magic to cover up the tracks and not be seen until they were there in the city.
Where did I put that one?
Next to the other one?
Okay, so we have a book that Lekka can read.
Seems
That
to
is
be...
about the exact topic that we are.
The guy who's been walking you around, who's been your guide, he does run off to go speak to the headmaster about you guys taking that book.
Now you're getting the suspicion with Devin now thinking about the situations. A book about stopping rituals. He got a book about killing a planeswalker.
While that mage is going to fetch the head mage, Mank turns to one of the other mages circling this massive bookshelf and asks, the book that bites people. Did anyone try to ask the book if it wanted to be opened before it bit their hand off?
We asked it before, it never responded, and we tried to open, and it bit us. Well, them.
Okay then, just thought I'd check. You gotta be polite with those sort of things.
I mean, you're more than willing to try. The people that it bit are still alive.
But they're without hands.
Some are missing parts, some still have their full hand.
What about Mage Hand open it?
I don't have mage hand.
I do.
You see the
Don't
mage
fight what's
thinking,
not there.
would be interesting to find out what happens.
It becomes the mage hand.
What?
How long do you have to head out the door?
Pretty soon. I wanted to stop by 7-Eleven. Alright.
So, do
I'm
you
in
go
another
back
game
and
now.
get that book and try to open it with Mage Hand?
The bitey book.
Yeah.
Vinnick reaches down and grabs the black bitey book again.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, I'll try to open it with Mage
So
Hand.
so
I
he's got
think-
he's got in his hands and he's saying, okay, I'm just curious about you right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask you politely, can we open you? Would you be okay
Okay.
if we opened you and read you?
What language are you asking in?
Common. Let's just start with common.
No response.
I asked the same thing in Elvish.
No response.
Wait, it's a bitey book?
Yes.
Yes, it
Yeah.
can
What-
physically
what-
bite you.
What races are more likely to bite you?
Goblin.
I don't think a goblin made this, not with goblins that are native to this realm.
He's the most
I mean, you
intelligent
could always
goblin I've
ask.
ever heard of. Well, second most intelligent.
Unless it was made out of a goblin.
Well, it's got that eye in there. Do we know what that eye is made from?
Does somebody want to try to figure it out?
Is there any writing on the cover of the book itself?
Red, and it's changing.
I mean, I still have
Son of a bitch.
It's changing.
languages,
It's changing, so you can't read it.
of course.
Is it changing for all of us?
I didn't push it. I would have just.
Yes.
Even Binks?
Have you taught Binks how to read?
I mean, Binks knows certain symbols. You laugh, but he knows certain symbols. But only Elvish symbols.
He knows what the Elvish word for food is.
Yeah, actually. He knows food,
Pretty
he knows
much.
bed.
He knows the Elvish sentence of "Don't piss on the grass."
Nah, he does that well.
Well, that's why he does it every time he sees a sentence. Like, what are you gonna do? You gonna stop me? I didn't think
Well,
so.
how about this? I go to Binks since by now he's done eating,
Mm-hmm.
and I go, smell this book.
Wait, the bitey book?
The bitey book.
Yeah, don't get too close, but get close enough to smell it.
He walks over and he starts nudging it with his nose, smelling it. And then just looks at you.
Anything?
He kind of gives you a shrug.
Mm. I don't know if this book's worth our time.
Yeah, let's just I guess just put it back. It's not probably not worth losing a hand over.
Not read at this moment. Anyways.
Especially, or a middle finger, especially.
Lols. So you put that book back. The guide comes back down, along with the headmaster. I keep wanting to say grandmaster. I don't know why.
Because
Working on
Grandmaster
those
sounds
toes.
better.
Sounds more wizardy.
He's in another group.
Yeah, and?
The Mage Association
mean
didn't
it
want to
doesn't
copy the
sound-
group. It does sound better though. But he comes down. He walks over to you, and looks at the book. You can read this.
Yeah.
What's it talk about? Well, read. What do you read from it? Words.
Well, it's apparently a book about how to survive or to did you say survive or stop rituals
Stop.
or both? Okay.
It's rituals and
Yeah, so-
sacrifices.
Yeah.
I
So
can-
yeah,
I can
Tell
read
me
this
exactly
line,
that.
but everything else is all jumbly for me. And I point to the line I can read.
You can read that as well.
Just that.
For me, it's all changing. Not one part of it's solid.
To be fair, Binks is the one that picked it out. He smelt it.
I assume Binks is your panther here.
Yes. That's Mama Boy.
Very interesting. We might have to get some other creatures in here at some point. You see him go off into just off into space in his head for a couple minutes.
Sounds like a wizard.
Yeah. Comes back. Sorry, you were asking about borrowing the book, correct?
Correct. Specifically this one.
I don't see a problem with it if we know what it's about.
Cool. I can even see if I can write a translation of it so that everybody else would be able to read it as well.
That'd be very helpful. Thank you.
Hey.
Hatchet.
So
What-
what's our next steps? We have this, but how are we gonna stop the two things that want to kill us?
Well, you now have a way to possibly stop the ritual.
Lecca,
Yes?
can you come through and see if you see
Downstairs.
anything mentioning Moonstone?
Moonstone.
I mean, how thick is the book? Like approximately how many pages?
Less than 20.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'll do a quick glance through to see if I see anything relating to someone by the name of Moonstone.
Because you're doing it quickly, give me a perception check. To see how well you can actually take in what you're reading.
I don't even know. Let's see here. I don't even know.
Do you need me to roll it for you?
Potentially, because while I can see my character sheet, I don't know if I can actually roll anything. Hold on, let me see here. Yeah, okay, let me see here. You said perception? I don't know if you guys would be able to...
Yes, tell me what it is.
19? I rolled a 15 when it's a +4.
Okay. Near the end of the book, actually, you do come across the part where it actually does mention the family Moonstone.
Read it, read it, read it!
Oh,
Calm down.
That's my family!
apparently I need to read it.
Please?
It's a single paragraph
I'll read it.
that talks about the Moonstone family as some heroes who, in the long, distant path before they moved to this world, helped stop a ritual that would probably be one of the strongest rituals ever created.
Alright, I'm gonna need you to back up. Came to this world?
Yeah.
You mean the ones from back with the Calamity times?
Back in the old world before people moved to this world.
Gasp.
Sounds about right.
Is my bow from that far back or no?
The paragraph doesn't mention anything about a bow. It just talks about how your family helped stop the biggest ritual ever created.
Alright, well, no pressure.
Oh,
No
she's in
pressure
there.
on you, of course.
I look to the group and I go, don't expect that from me.
Does it,
The
does
name
it
doesn't
mention
help the
anything
hero.
about? Does it mention anything about Lady Hisako in that book, by any chance? Then, if we're finding familial references left, right, and center.
With that 19,
I'll take it.
I will say yes. You also saw something about Lady, the sage Hisako, actually, is how she's referenced in that book. That paragraph just goes over how with her hammer she was able to defeat one of the demons that was created from a ritual.
Interesting.
And by the way, it was an archdemon, and she did it by herself. What?
Oh,
Fucking gargling mouthwash.
That's what I'm wondering.
It's probably me because I am walking and it's windy now.
Hmm.
So I'm walking outside. Is that better?
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear anything now?
Nope.
It was me.
Sounds about right.
So we have a book on how to stop rituals, and a lot of us have familiar connections with it. So we're obviously taking this book, but my question is, what are we doing? Because we don't have any idea where to start.
best I can think of is wait for someone to make the next move, but that doesn't seem like a very good idea.
It never is a good idea to be reactive versus proactive. But until we know where anything is going to be done at, we can only be reactive.
Well, we know it's a ritual, and we know that it has something to do with the ley lines, right?
Mm-hmm.
Vera, is there any ritual that heavily encompasses the ley lines that would need to be that big to resurrect him?
Not that I know of, but I think this book that you guys found might be able to help us.
Should we just...
So that just means that I actually have to sit down and fully read it,
Mm-hmm.
not just skim through.
Yep, that is correct.
Well, I mean, we don't have anything else to lead off of, so it looks like we're gonna have to wait till this book is read.
return to Remington maybe and just wait for Lecca to finish translating?
Is there any fight that needs to be taken care of currently while Lecca reads? Any defense we can help?
Vera thinks about it for a second.
Rather than just all of us sitting here.
As of right now, since we don't know what they're doing, the best you guys could probably do is take up some contracts over around the World Tree, because as so far this seems like everything's going to lead there.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It wouldn't hurt to already be there, because if there is an attack, especially if we have no clue when or why, it wouldn't hurt to be there.
We probably have to be at the very base of the tree, and that thing's huge, so it would take a while to get to there.
I mean, I can always stay here to read the book and work on that translation.
Yeah.
Don't we have permission to take it with us?
Yeah.
We do, but I mean, if we don't have to take it anywhere, it'd be better.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Because we don't want to accidentally lose it.
It's 20 pages. How long do you think this transcript is going to be where you lose it?
Before returning it, is what she means. What if you guys have to go into a fight before she's done and she has to take it with her?
Yeah.
Well, you'll know where we'll be.
Yep. I know where you guys will be. You guys will know where I will be.
I don't know how I feel about leaving our healer.
No, I don't.
Fuck.
Don't split the party. Isn't that eternal wisdom?
Well, no, she's our healer. That's my main concern. If we are going into a fight, we're kind of tits up.
We hang around here then.
I was gonna say, it is also a 20-page book. The longest part is actually probably going to be rewriting it.
Yeah.
Well,
but I will say, Lecca, if you do read it and rewrite it, it would take about a day and a half to 2 days, just depending on how long you rest.
Okay.
I mean, we have a whole week, so.
Mhm.
So, yeah, if
While,
everybody's okay with that.
while she's doing that, are there any books on archery here?
In what way?
Any kind of book that would improve my skill in archery?
Off the bat, no, but there are some books that could help you over time. It would take about a month of reading, though.
That's fine.
Then they do have some books for that.
Okay. Well, I think this would be a good point to stop while we're all waiting.
Yeah.
We're all just
Yeah.
chilling in the tower for a couple of days.
I could. I'll reach out to Ugin as well, see if he responds. If not, I might see if there's something home that could help.
Okay. Do you just, what do you message him directly?
I basically kind of keep him up to date with the information, see if he has any new information, or if he knows someone that knows how to deal with the cult of the Rising Sun.
You hide nothing from him?
No.
Okay.
He for fuck's sakes, he knew we ended up in fucking wherever
True.
before we even knew how we ended up there.
True. He responds immediately going, "That fucking bastard, how dare he try to rise again." He's pissed. And you
Okay.
feel it throughout your entire mind.
Okay.
Sorry, that's out of character. I'll hold that.
You hear him? What?
I think Lek and I did explain who helped us back.
Vaguely. I don't think you guys went into long distance because of the situation at the time.
There we go. And it's like, oh, so you've dealt with this before. Goody.
I've dealt with him before.
Does he have a name?
If you could feel a sigh through just mental communication, you feel one right now.
I think the awkward silence speaks volumes.
Yes, but he hated it, which is one reason he tried to change it. I don't know if knowing would actually help you, though, or put you in more danger with him.
Well, dead if we do, dead if we don't.
You could always just ask what name he tried to change it to.
Well, you know his name that he changed it to. King.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, basically, you. Ave has a moment where he's like sitting there gesticulating, it's like, you want to continue, and then he goes, stops, and then he just kind of face palms himself. You want to elaborate? What was his?
I'm looking through my notes. Give me a second. He's the issue right now.
So while you're looking through your notes, all I have to say is, all I do is look up, and I see, crossing the street, is some dude on one of those skateboards, those electric skateboards that
Oh, yeah,
the ones that caught on fire years ago.
The Wonder Wheels or whatever the fuck they're called.
Hoverboard.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I just need to
Wonder
go
Wheels. How
right across
old
the
are
street.
you?
It's the first thing that came to mind.
God, you're old.
Reed's older. Shut the hell up.
I
I'm pretty.
vaguely remember them, I think.
The hell is? I'm gonna Google that. Can't remember what the hell a Wonder Wheel
Oh.
is.
Wonder Wheel.
Wow.
Might as well say you guys want to play Hungry Hungry Hippos or Sorry. I'm playing my board games, guys.
Hey, board games are still cool.
Yeah, I play board games all the damn time. Thank
I'm
you very
talking about
much.
old board games.
Some old board games are some of the best.
All of you are
Pokemon.
old. All of you are old.
Pokemon board game.
I had the Pokemon
No.
Monopoly.
The
I still
Pokemon
have
board
Pokemon
game.
trading cards.
The game of life.
Yep.
Oh, ugh.
Monopoly.
Found it.
Man.
I mean,
Yeah.
everybody plays it, obviously.
Fucking
Has
glad
anybody
I-
ever finished? Has anybody ever finished a game of Monopoly, or is it just always ended in like consecutive rage quits?
3/4 of the time it's the consecutive. The other times, yes, I finish it.
It completely depends how many people are playing and how long have you been playing for. Does anybody need to leave?
Does anybody need to seek mental assistance?
And how
Because
much,
they're
I mean,
Yeah.
that's everybody, so
how
excuse
many
you.
BS game extending home rules you use?
Reed, you
There's
said you
that.
found it?
Yeah, so I was letting y'all finish though.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
All good.
Go ahead.
It's not a bad name. I don't know why he hated it so much, but it was Fernan. So for those of you taking notes, Firnian.
Okay.
No.
My name actually sounds more badass than King.
Yeah, welcome to a twisted mind that's been corrupted. He doesn't make smart choices, if we couldn't figure that out. But yes.
Quick suggestion. Here's a very good suggestion. Name of Thrones, or anything of that nature, where you can throw in names so that people can just look it up.
Oh, I keep forgetting to create that. Yep. There you go. We'll do that after stream, though, because one monitor right now.
Oh, yep.
Bigger one.
Not how that works, dipshit.
It is how it works. I've got a 32-inch monitor. Works just fine.
No, I don't want to pull up my Discord on stream, dumbass.
I'm a dum-dum.
Yes,
I'm the dum-dum, not you. Shut up.
I know you are.
Okay,
Anyways.
so, Fiernan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you've dealt with him before? Okay.
I dealt
Well,
with him back when he was still young. He's a
Well-
hothead beyond belief.
Well, if by when he was young and you knew him, and yeah, I can use my imagination there.
Yeah.
So he was essentially going through the teenage rebellion of I hate my name.
More or less. But unfortunately, it stuck after he became an adult.
How long does
I'm not-
puberty last?
I'm not able to hear because
Yes.
this was only between
Nope,
Ave
he's
and-
talking to both of you.
Oh, okay.
You may not hear Ave, but you hear him.
Cool. So I've just been kind of interjecting every now and then.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
Okay, so so we've established who one of the people we're dealing with is. Now, the cult. I'm afraid to ask this question. Who could we get a hold of that's helped deal with these idiots before?
Your sibling.
Oh no. And that was very audible.
I'm curious.
Did we hear anything other than "oh no" in the whole conversation?
Nope, that's all you hear because everything else is in their heads.
I mean,
Guys, you're not inspiring confidence here.
It's bad.
Let's just put it this way. And I am talking out loud to everybody involved because, like, well, we have new information and I have bad information. That bad information being, there is somebody that could help us, but they're probably going to kill me on sight, or at least attempt to.
Who'd you screw over?
so we just gonna bring you around. Got it.
I mean, it sounds like it's more of a personal problem than our problem.
They have dealt with the cult before.
So our one and only lead is probably going to try and kill you.
I mean, to be fair, you'd probably try and kill me too with, basically, meddling with spells, leveled an entire city.
Yeah, I'd kill you.
And he's just
Is
like
that where
looking
you
like
got your
every.
name?
He's just looking like everywhere except, he's like looking at the ground. He's looking up at the ceiling. He is not making eye contact with anybody that speaks to him. He's just like, mm-mm.
And then he sort of puts his head into his hand. It's like, just sighs and just is quiet for quite a while.
So just another Tuesday. Got it.
Oh, I wish it was that. And you, and out loud, I say, it's like, is there anybody else?
You just get the silence just staring at you like, really?
I'll take it. I'll take an angry vampire over that.
They're the only one.
Oh, I really don't want to go back there. I really, really don't, but guess we all gotta face our past eventually. Just hoping it was gonna be later rather than sooner.
If you die, can I have all your money?
If I die, the only person that will be able to collect it will be Lekka. And even then, others will possibly get it before you.
Well, I'm not gonna miss you then.
Question to the group. Have you all
Answer.
heard his voice before? Has he actually talked to you guys as well, or just them? I don't remember.
Oh.
Ugin,
Ugin.
no, just us, I believe.
Okay. Out of nowhere, you all hear in your heads. You all must go with him. He cannot go alone. If you want this to work out. And it's an ancient, like, incomprehensible voice that you hear in your head.
What?
Question. How? They can't cross.
What is happening?
You must make it so.
Who is this in my head?
Well,
I am
there
Ugin.
are both of us, so I would think that both of us should be able to at least open a quasi portal to be able to get everybody through. At least you
It's
think.
it's not so much that we're creating a portal. It's there's a space between the planes called the Blind Eternities, and it's been tried before. Some people have discovered that the Blind Eternities exist and they've attempted to cross it. You don't hear from them afterwards. It's not borderline impossible, it is impossible.
Okay, well, looks like I'm not helping you. Get fucked. And I lay back down on Banks.
Ugin just
Right.
starts chuckling in all of your heads.
I mean, we.
Oh, yep.
Unless
Yep,
wifey makes me, I'm not going nowhere. You know what I mean? And I kind of wink at Vera.
But the only way it could even have a chance of working is you would need something of just almost immeasurable amount of mana.
You
Like-
mean
like-
like the god? And I point at Vera again.
No,
We
like an
have
like an almost infinite source of mana. Like you would need a direct connection to the.
To the what? You cut out.
No, that was Ave stopping mid sentence. Could
Uh,
those? And he looks at, or he kind of looks up like he's looking at Ugin. Could that work?
You know, you're gonna have to finish your sentence.
I think
In my head, because I even dare to utter the words out loud.
You hear him with the smile in his voice. To everyone, so. You and Lekka can make it work. And what were you saying, Devin? Or was that Vinnick? Okay, what were you saying?
would two very powerful soul stones help?
that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Good. Huh.
We have 2 stones of immense power. Would
These work.
Quite possibly, but it may not be needed. Because between Lekka and Ave, they should be able to do it.
That's a lot of mana. I'd have to have something to channel it into.
Don't touch me.
I said something, not someone.
Just saying, don't touch me. You don't wash your hands. Don't touch me.
is the whatever you called it when we came to when the worlds changed, is that still intact? Because that would be a powerful thing to channel magic into, would it not?
That? Vera? Could that work?
This was your plan the entire time, wasn't it, Ugin? And you hear silence. You see her shake her head. Fucking giant space lizards.
Giant what?
Space
Ugin-
lizards.
I don't like anything you're saying to me. You're beautiful, but I don't like it.
You know what dragons are, correct?
Of course I do.
Ugin's a dragon. Fucking giant space lizards.
A very, very old dragon.
From another plane.
Yo, Ugin, real quick.
Yes.
Hi, how's your day? Anyway, so this king guy, you knew him before he was, and I quote, king, right?
Yes.
Could you see what's going on in this plane this whole time?
Yes.
And you didn't stop it, cause why?
I have no body.
Oh, okay. So not only are you a giant space lizard, you're a ghost. Great.
Yeah. You're dead on.
You hear Ave mutter under his breath, spirit. Yeah.
No, why can't I be asleep like Gherkin? And I turn over. Wait, you're a ghost. Can you possess somebody?
No.
Is that a myth? I mean,
Actual
I don't do
ghost
reading.
can. I'm not a ghost.
Wait, you're not
He's a spirit.
Well,
He's an ethereal, corporeal being.
He's beyond space, time, and matter. Let's put it that way.
but if we come to you, you can help us kill this thing, right?
What are you trying to kill?
You know, for an omniscient, nope. And I turn back over.
Because right now you're just trying to stop the ritual from happening. You're not trying to kill anybody, so I'm trying to figure out who you're trying to kill.
I mean, if we can kill him, ain't no ritual gonna bring him. You know what I mean? He's not dead.
Mostly dead. He's dead without the messy parts.
Pretty much.
Well, first things first, we have to get to him. But let's translate this book first.
All right.
Okay, I've been having to be muted, so I haven't been able to talk. We can't get to him without the ritual being completed, so if we want to kill him, we have to allow the ritual to be completed.
I don't like any of these scenarios.
I do not.
I don't
either.
think anybody does.
Except the one trying to gain from it,
And that is.
King.
King. He's probably had this. He's probably been
Nobody
thinking about this
knows
plan
your
for a
name
while
before.
now.
No, nobody
we-
else heard his real name, did they?
Hmm?
Nobody else heard his real name, did they?
Actually, no. It was just you two. You haven't told him yet.
Yeah.
So you just, what was his real name again?
Biernan.
Viernan? I'll be like, you mean Viernan? I want to.
Are we gonna visit? Are we gonna visit Spirit Dragon Daddy, or are we gonna sit? What's happening?
So I'm still working on the book to read through it and write a translation. So that way, once we get a translation written out for the mages, they can write us another translation. So that way, we can have a whole have one as well, if need be.
Okay. Well.
So that's we've still been doing that.
Okay. Well, in a couple of days, you think you guys can figure out how to take us over there?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Question mark?
I looked at Vera and it's just like it's possible. I don't like my odds. I don't like our odds. We would need something incredibly sturdy to channel that amount of mana through.
Are there any objects here?
Yeah, you are in the Mages Association.
Did you forget?
I a little bit, yes.
Yeah.
And I'll kind of ask Ugin. It's just like we'll need all 5, won't we?
All right. This has got to stop.
That was in my head.
All
Like,
5
please.
what?
Dragon
5.
Daddy, can you open a channel so we can all speak? Because this is annoying.
all 5 colors of mana.
I mean,
Well-
you already have all 5.
We do.
Yes.
I don't like this at all.
Is there no object here that could help you with that? Like a rod of some sort of thingy? Ball? Listen, I shoot a bow and arrow. This is out of depth for me.
You hear behind you that the headmaster. I think I would be the one to answer that. Yes, we do.
What? Because there's only 5 things off the top of that I can think of off the top of my head, and I'd really, really, really rather not gather all 5 in one location.
It's been done before.
Yeah, but that's
And
a
he
lot
is.
of-
As soon as he said that, he walks upstairs, by the way.
Oh.
I was gonna say, wouldn't we be able to utilize one of the teleportation circles that we already have, and just make it into a dimensional teleportation circle?
Okay, so the reason that it's very difficult is because basically even for one planeswalker to follow another, you're literally following them. So it's not like, put in coordinates and go. You would basically have to follow somebody.
So I assume you
And-
guys follow the headmaster, correct?
I was. That's what the whole. I didn't quite get that far.
I'm just going with the group at this point.
But yeah, I follow the headmaster.
I'm sitting at a table because I'm kind of writing as I'm reading this book.
If
I
they're
stand-
about to do that, they are going to have you go upstairs to one of the actual tables on the first floor.
Okay,
I,
that's
uh, I stay downstairs with Gherkin and Binks in a cuddle puddle.
While you three are asleep, they actually cast magic on you and move you up with the group.
God
Because
damn
they
it!
they have to relock that room up.
Ow. If you wake this turtle up, it's your damage.
I'm just waiting for him to come in. It's like, did somebody mention me? No!
Listen, he has chicken and he's not afraid to use them.
My God.
I don't think you should be threatening somebody with a chicken. Just
Listen,
saying.
it's not me. It's a warning. I have the bruises to prove it.
You got bruises from getting hit by a chicken?
No, I got bruises from getting hit by a goddamn turtle.
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't gotta move. And I lay back on Binks and and let them carry me.
Okay. So we followed the headmaster.
Mm-hmm.
Is he still going, or is this where
He
we
stops here.
It is pretty late, Reed. We gotta keep it short.
Oh yeah, that's all. Is all what time it is. Fuck.
I mean, right now is actually a very perfect time to stop.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because you'll know exactly where you are in the story.
Yep. Sorry, I had cookie in my mouth. Couldn't really talk.
Oh, der.
So we are going to call it here. I'm going to go ahead and end my stream, and then I will do the after action report with y'all.
All right.
My body.
All been
Oh,
drinking.
come on. Where's the...
I've just been drinking water.
Alright, I'll be right back, guys.
Ookie.
Alright, guys. Thank you all for listening and watching in. We're going to call it here. The next session will be 2 weeks from now. It is going to be an every other Tuesday event right now, just due to multiple people's schedules trying to make everything work out. Yeah. Hope you all enjoyed it, and I will catch you all later.